Please write in chat box. Can you hear me? Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you. So, wait a minute. Am I visible to all? Am I visible to all? Yes. Raghunathji, you keep up your video. All are requested, keep up your video. Okay, today's topic. So today is the free session for to all who has paid and who has not paid also. It is a 3 days free sessions for all today, tomorrow, and day after tomorrow. So let people know how this session is going on, how you are getting the knowledge. Today's topic is how to diagnosis. How to diagnosis in the TCM. How to diagnosis in TCM in Yang patterns. So there are many terms in acupuncture, Yin Yang, then 5 elements therapy, 8 principles, Jhampu organ, and many more. So I am starting with the Yin Yang therapy. So what is the Yin Yang? It is a general theory. So general theory, acupuncture general theory. So let's discuss the general theory of the Chinese medicine. There are 3 pillars to the general theory of Chinese medicine. One is the theory of Yin Yang. Second is the theory of 5 elements. And third is the theory of Qi. So we are discussing theory of Yin Yang. So we can't discuss in 1 hour's theory of Yin Yang. So we will discuss tomorrow also. We will discuss day after tomorrow also. Yin Yang are represented by the broken and the unbroken line. Showing you how the broken and unbroken line. See, this is the unbroken line. Is related to Yang. And this is the broken line. is related to one meter. So, is related to yin. Okay, this broken line is the yang, and unbroken line is the yang, and broken line is the yin. Okay. Respectively, combination of 8 diagram each made up of 3 lines from 64 hexagram, which represent the multiple meaning of the universe. So by unbroken line and broken line all together, if we are making a 8 diagram and a 64 hexagram, so we can find the disease pattern in their 8 diagram and 64 hexagram. The theory of 5 elements. Recording चालू आहे का? कुठे दिसतंय? One minute. Recording दिसते? हाय, recording चालू आहे. Theory of hexagram, theory of 5 elements. So these are the 5 elements. 5 elements that the wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. These are the 5 elements. And its energy are, wood energy is the wind, fire energy is the heat, earth energy is the humidity, metal energy, metal energy is the dryness, and the water energy is the coldness. So we have elements. What are the elements of each meridian, each elements? Wood, wind energy, and elements are liver and gallbladder. then fire, energy, heat, and elements are heart, small intestine, then pericardium, and triple warmer, means HJ, triple warmer, Sanjio. Okay, these are the fire elements. Fire have 4 elements, 4 meridians, and then earth have earth, humidity, and stomach and spleen. Okay, metal have, what is the metal energy? Metal energy is the dryness, and meridians are lung and large intestine. Pen is not working proper. Metal, dryness. Meridians are lung and large intestine. And last, water, energy, coldness. And water have element, kidney and urinary bladder, UB, urinary bladder. Okay, then so we are considering the 5 pathological colors of the face, the 5 flavors of the herbs, the 5 emotions. 5 emotions, it is the anger, joy, anger, joy, and then excess thought, then fear, and sadness. These are the 5 emotions and 5 in organ. Which are the 5 in organ? Liver, heart, spleen, lung, and kidney. So we are considering these main 5 in organs. The concept of Qi is absolutely central to the core of Chinese medicine thinking. the changing nature of Qi between the physical substance and unearthly subtle force is the center to the Chinese medicine. Interpretation of body and mind as the united unit. The infinite variety of wonders in the universe is the result of the continuous coming together and spreading of Qi to form miracle of various degrees of manifestation. Qi is the very base of universe, infinite manifestation of life, including minerals, vegetables, and animals, and including human being also. Yin and Yang. Yin and Yang are represented by broken and unbroken lines. Wait, 1 minute. Let us discuss about the diagram. This is the Taiji. We are let us discuss the Taiji symbol. So see, this is the Taiji symbol. So it's a round Taiji symbol. One minute. Okay. मोठं नको करू. Taiji symbol and wisdom of Taiji, yin and yang create. This is the yang, this is the yin. By yin and yang, greater yang and lesser yang. This is the pong, unbroken line, pong, 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 and broken line, pong, pong, and pong. Okay? And by in, there is the greater in, pong, 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 and lesser in, pong, pong, pong. Okay? Then greater yang divided into two parts. This is the pong, pong, pong. This is the heaven. And pong, 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 pong. This is the lake. Then lesser yang again divided into two parts. It is the pong, 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 pong. It is the fire and thunder. Pong, 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 and pong. Thunder. Now, lesser in again divided into two parts. This is the first is the wind. Pong, 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 pong is the wind. And next, the water. Water is the pong, 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 and pong, pong is the water. Then greater in. This is the greater in. Greater in again divided into two parts. This is the mountain. Pong, 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 and pong, pong, mountain. And last, it is the earth. Earth have greater in. Pong, 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 pong. This is the highest in. This is the earth. Earth is the highest in, and heaven is the highest yang. Understand this diagram. Earth is the highest in, and heaven is the highest yang. The concept of Qi is the absolutely central to the core of the Chinese medicine thinking. The changing nature of the Qi between a physical substance and the unearthly subtle force is central to the Chinese medicine. Interpretation of body and mind as a united unit. The infinite variety of wonders in the universe is the result of the continuous coming together and spreading of Qi to the form miracle of the various degree of manifestation. Qi is the very base of universe, infinite manifestation of life, including minerals, vegetables, and animals, including human being. Let's discuss Yin Yang from general philosophical points of view, and then from medical points of view. Nature of Yin Yang concept. The Chinese character for Yin and Yang are released to image of hill with the one side dark and the one side sunlight. See, let us understand the Yin Yang. हे काय ते? See, let's understand the yin yang. Suppose this is the hill. Sun is shining from here. This is the sun. Sun is shining from here. And hill part in front of sun. In front of sun is the yang. And backside of the hill, front side of the hill in front of sun is the yang, and backside of the hill at the dark shadow. This is the yang, and this is the yin. Okay. Yin represent mount or hill, represent a cloud, and yang represent the sun, over the horizon, represent the rays of light. The character of yin indicate the shady side of the hill at the same time as the character of yang indicate the sunny side of the hill. They therefore also indicate darkness and light, or shady and bright. Shady is the yin and bright is the yang. The research of yin yang understanding must have find from the observation of the clinical rotation of the day and night. It is a not clinical, it is a cyclical rotation of the day and night. Therefore, day correspond to the yang and the night to yin, and activity to yang and rest to yin. This leads to first observation of the continuous alternating of every happening between two cyclical poles, one corresponding to light, sun, brightness, and activity, it is the yang, the other corresponding to the darkness, moon, shade, and rest, it is the yin. From this point of view, yin and yang are two stages of cyclical movement, one constantly changing into the another, such as the day into night and vice versa, and night into day. East represent yang and west represent yin. If we are considering the direction, east represent the yang and west represent the yin. In the west and north, there is the deficiency of heaven. Hence, the left ear and eye hear and see better than right. See, left ear and left eye hear and see better than right ear and eyes. In the east and the south, there is the deficiency of earth. Hence, the right hand and right foot are stronger than left hand and left foot. So, let us discuss the yin and yang comparison. Yang, कौन लिख रहा है? And yin. Please don't write on the whiteboard. Yang is light. See, yang, one, light. And in darkness is the yin. Sun is the yang. And moon is the yin. Bright is the yang. Bright is the yang and shade is the yin. Activity is the yang and rest is the yin. Heaven is the yang and earth is the 1 minute. ते दाबल्यावर हे जातं. Heaven is the yang and earth is the yin. And together. Round is the yang. And flat is the yin. This term will be very useful for diagnostic tools. Time is the yang and space is the yin. East is the yang and west is the yin. South is the yang and north is the yin. And left is the yang and right is the yin. So from this point of view, yin and yang are important to an expression of a duality in the time. An alternative of two opposite stage in time. Every happening in the universe alternates through the cyclical movement of the peak and base. The alternative of yin and yang is the motive force of its change and development. Day changes into night, summer into winter, growth into decline, and vice versa. Thus, the development of all happening in the universe is the result of the interplay of two opposite states represented by yin and yang, and every happening content within itself, both meaning in the different degrees of manifestation. The day belongs to yang, but after it reaches its peak at midday. बीच में मैं हिंदी बोलूंगा. The day belongs to yang. दिन yang है. But after it reaches the peak, जब दोपहर के बाद वो इनकी तरफ झुकता है. When it reaches the peak at midday, the yin within the when it gradually begin to unfold and manifest. Thus, each happening may belong to a yang stage or a yin stage, but always contain the seed of opposite stage of within itself. So, again, I am taking the whiteboard. I'm showing you how yin yang is depend on each other, how seeds are yin seeds in the yang and yang seed in the yin. Suppose this is the Taiji symbol. So this is a Taiji symbol. Huh? Yeah. This is the yang. This is the yin. So if yin is there, so there is the seed of yang in it. And in yang, there is a seed of yin in it. So there are no absolutely yang and no absolutely yin. There is the day after the night and night after the day. Okay? The daily cycle clearly explains this. Daily cycle, day after night and night after day. See, so this is the greater yang. Greater yang means noon. Greater yang, noon. And This is the greater yin. Pong pong, pong pong. Greater yin. Okay. This is the midnight. And this is the yin into yang. Pong, pong pong. Okay. Wait. Okay. Pong, pong pong. It is a sunset. It is a sunset means yin into yang. Yin into yang. And this is the sunrise. Pong pong and pong. Sunrise. It is a yang into yin. Yang into yin. Okay? Understood? Now, let us see, this is the day cycle. Huh? So, let's understand the seasonal cycle. See, seasonal cycle. It is the summer. It is the summer time. What is the direction? It is the south. Summer time is the greater yang. And winter's time it is the greater yin. Pong pong, pong pong. It is the direction north. And in west direction, autumn. West direction, west. It is the pong, pong pong. And sunrise, spring, spring. And direction is the east. These are the 4 seasons of the year. At the summer is the greater yang. At the winter, is the greater yin. And autumn and spring in between. north and summer, and in between two seasons. See, spring, yang within yin. Spring is yang within yin. Summer, summer is the yang within yang. And autumn, yin within yang. And winter, yin within yin. Greater yin. The two intermediate stages, spring and autumn, do not represent natural stage in between yin and yang. They still pertain primarily to one or the other. That is, the spring pertain to yang and autumn pertain to yin. So that the cycle can always be listened down to polarity of two stages. So after yang, there will be not always yang. Gradually, yin will become. So that in between the yang and yin and yang, there is the spring and autumn. So you consider this is the seasonal. Next. So yin and yang as a two stage of density of matter. Yin and yang are two state of density of matter. Yin and yang stand for two state in the process of change and transformation of all things in the universe. Everything goes through phase of cycle, and in so doing, its form also changes. For example, let us take example, the water example. The water in lake and seas heats up during the day and it transforms into vapors. As the air cools down in the evening, vapor condensate into water again. Substance can acquire different state of density. For example, at this table where I am sitting, this table is solid form of matter, and if it is burned, its matter changes into heat and light. Suppose this table burned, this is the wood. And this table is burned, it's changed into the heat and light. It is a less solid. form and matters. From this point of view, Yang represent the more material, whereas Yin represent the more material. The Yang represent the more immaterial, and Yin represent the more material solid state of substance. Yang is immaterial. It may be in the liquid stage, it may be after that vapor stage. Vapor stage is the most young. And in there's changes from the vapor stage to water, water to solid, and solid to most solid. It is the greater Yin. From this points of view, Yang represent the more immaterial, whereas Yin represent the more material, solid state of substance. Water in its liquid state related to Yin, and the vapor resulting from the heat related to Yang. Similarly, wood, its solid state belongs to Yin, whereas the heat and light generated by its burning belong to Yang. Heaven represents all lighter, immaterial, pure, and gas-like state of things, whereas earth represented all dense, material, rough, and solid state of things. This is the difference of the Yin and Yang. Heaven is a gathering of the Yang, and earth is the gathering of the Yin. Therefore, condensation and collection of things are in state of matter, whereas the spreading and evaporation are Yang state or matter. In its most purest form, Yang is totally immaterial and correspond to pure energy. Yin is in its roughest and solidest form, is totally material and correspond to the matter. Yin is quiet. See, Yin is quiet and Yang is active. Yang give life and Yin make it grow. So what is the grow? Yin makes it grow. Grow is the Yin and life is the Yang. Yang is transformed into Qi and Yin is transformed into material life. As Yang corresponds to creation and activities, it naturally also corresponds to expansion and raise. As Yin corresponds to condensation and materialization, it naturally also corresponds to contraction and descending. Contraction and descending. So let us discuss the Yin substance and the Yang. So immaterial is the Yang. Immaterial is the Yang and material is the Yin. Yang produce energy and Yin produce form. Yang generate Yang generate and yin grow. Yang is non-substances. Yang is non-substantial and yin is the substantial. Yang belong to energy and yin belong to matter. In yang, there is the expansion, and in yin, there is the contraction. Yang is expansion, and yin is contraction. Yang is raising upward, yang is raising, and yin is descending, yin is descending. Yang is above, yang is above, and yin is below, yin is below. Fire, fire is the yang, and water, water is the yin. The relationship and interdependence of the yin yang can be represented in the well-known symbols. That is a Taiji, called Supreme Ultimate Taiji symbol. The main points of this interdependence, although they are opposite cyclical stage or opposite state of density of matter, yin and yang form a unity and are balancing. So if yang increase, yin decrease. If yin increase, yang decrease. But when there is a health, there is the yin and yang. When the yin yang is balanced, there is the health. Yang contain the seed of yin, and yin contain the seed of yang. This is the represented by the small black and white spot, which I shown you. Yang changes into the yin and yin changes into the yang, vice versa. There are the four aspects of the yin and yang relationship. Friends, this is a very important knowledge I am giving you. This yin yang therapy, no one teacher will be give such a knowledge. So please understand, I am talking easy English. So foreigners and other non-Hindi people can understand. So four aspects of the yin and yang relationship. Number one, opposition of the yin yang. Number two, interdependence of yin yang. Number three, mutual consuming of yin yang. And number four, inter-transformation of the yin yang. Let's discuss the opposition of the yin yang. So understand this. Yin and yang are either opposite stage of cycle or opposite state of combination of matter or substance. Nothing in the universe, nothing in the natural world escape this opposition. It is this very inner contradiction and create the motive force of the changes, development, and decay of things. That changes, development, and decay that comes with the yang and yin. Decay is the absolutely in, and the changes, that is the development, is the absolutely yang. It is the greater yang and the greater yin. But the opposition is the relative, not absolute. So that nothing is totally in or nothing is totally yang. Okay, there is the in yang and yang in yin. Everything contains the seed of opposite. So there are the yin in the yang and yang in the yin. Everything contains the seed of the opposite. It is wrong to say that something is yang or is yin. Everything pertains to yin or yang. For example, as a heat pertains to yang, take an example, as a heat pertains to yang and the cold is the yin. We can say that the climate in Nagpur, in the India, so that is Nagpur is the always hot, that the extreme hot and extreme in also, cool also. So nowadays Nagpur is becoming cool. So when it is hot, so climate in the Nagpur is yang in relation to that the Pune. And but not much in the relation in the Mahabaleshwar. Mahabaleshwar is the toppest school. So people are going for holidays in Mahabaleshwar because that is the hill station, that is the cool hill station. So Nagpur is the hot than Pune, but Pune is more hot than Mahabaleshwar. Okay. Secondly, the interdependence of yin and yang. Yin and yang are opposite. They are also interdependent. One cannot exist without other. So woman is the yin and man is the yang. Okay? Without woman, there is no man. And without man, there is no woman. Okay? Dark and light. Without dark, there is no light. And without light, there is no dark. Up and down. When we are comparing the up down, so there is the down, so there is the up, and there is the up, so that there is the down. Everything contains opposite poles that are mutually exclusive, but at the same time depend on each other. They cannot come without the night. See, day cannot come without the night, and night cannot come without the day. There cannot be activity without the rest. So how can we can say that person is the active. So we saw the person which is in the rest, okay, which is the in lazy rest, is always in the rest. So we say that person who is making more work, working more rapidly, running rapidly. So he is active. So there cannot be activity without the rest, no energy without the matter. So matter is the yin and energy is the yang. So if there is no matter, there is no energy or no contraction without expansion. When there is the expansion, there may be contraction also. The mutual consuming of the yin yang. Third, the mutual consuming of yin and yang. Yin and yang are in the constant state of the dynamic balance, which is the manifested, which is the maintained by the continuous adjustment of their relative levels. When either yin or yang is out of balance, when either yin or either yang is out of balance, each take necessary effects to others, and by changing their proportion, they achieve a new balance. They are changing their proportion to achieve the new balance. They are always yin and yang is trying to balance each other. Understand this. Other than normal state of balance of yin and yang, there are 4 possible states of balance. Four possible states of balance. Strongness of yin. So that is the greater yin. Strongness of yin and strongness of yang, greater yang. And weakness of the yin, lesser yin, and weakness of the yang, lesser yang. When yang is strong, it causes a decrease of yin. And when yang is strong, it decrease of yin. And when yin is strong, it causes to decrease of yang. That is, excess of yin consume yang. When the yang is strong, it causes a decrease of yin. That is, excess of yang consume yin. When yin is weak, yang is in apparent excess. When yin is weak, obviously yang will be apparently excess. And when yang is weak, yin is in apparent excess. But this is the matter of presence, as the excess occur only in the relation to the deficient quality, not an absolute. When there is the deficient quality, there will this excess occur. Fourth situation can be represented by diagram. Let us see the diagram, how yin and yang take place. Okay, see, this is the line. This is the, if there is the excess of yin, this is the yin. When there is the excess of yin, yang is deficient. And if yin is deficient, then yang is excess. Okay? If yang is its normal stage, this is the yang. Yang is its normal stage. Yin also deficient. And yin is its normal state. Yang is deficient. Okay? So enough for today. Let take a query session tomorrow. So I'm going to end the session today. Good night all and Shabbat Khair.